All right, so we're officially getting close to the finish line. This is the part with the process where everything starts to feel very real, very fast, and honestly, a little overwhelming for a lot of buyers. Because once we're here, you're going to hear a phrase that sounds exciting, but also serious: clear to close. So let's break down what that actually means, what happens next, and what you should expect in the final stretch before you get your keys. First, what does clear to close mean? Clear to close means your lender has reviewed everything they need from you, and your file is basically approved for the final step. Your loan is ready to move into the closing stage, and that's a big deal, but it also means you're going to start getting a lot more communication, more than you probably had during the whole entire escrow. You'll hear from escrow, you're going to hear from the lender, you might get requests for last-minute documents, and none of this is unusual. In fact, it's normal, because in the final week, lenders typically do final verifications. They may verify your employment again. They may ask you for updated pay stubs. They may ask you about a deposit or a charge they see in your bank statement. And it can feel random, but it's just a part of the process of making sure everything matches up before the loan is funded. Now, once we're clear to close, the next major step is signing your loan documents. This is the part where buyers always tell me, "Christian, I feel like I'm signing my life away." And you're not wrong. It's a huge stack of paperwork. But here's what I want you to remember. You're not signing anything new that you didn't already agree to. You're simply signing the official loan documents that match the terms you've been working toward this entire time. Now, where do you sign? You have a couple of options. You can sign at the escrow office. You can sign with a mobile notary. And if you're out of state, or if one person is somewhere else and you're here locally, then escrow can even arrange separate signings. They're used to it. The main thing is that escrow needs wet signatures for certain documents, and that's why this signing appointment is so important. Now, right before you sign, you're going to receive something called the closing disclosure. This is one of the most important documents you'll review. It breaks down your final numbers, it shows your purchase price, your loan terms, your interest rate, your down payment, your closing costs, and any credits that were negotiated for you, and what your final cash to close amount is. So when you get it, don't ignore it, read it. And if anything looks off or confusing, just reach out to the lender directly or to myself, because this is the moment where we make sure everything is correct before you sign and you send your final funds. Now, once you sign, what happens next? After signing, the lender will fund the loan. Funding basically means the lender sends the money to escrow. And once funding happens, the county records the sale. Recording is the moment the home officially becomes yours. Depending on the county, funding and recording can happen the same day, or it might happen the next day. So if you're thinking, once I sign, do I get my keys immediately? Sometimes yes, sometimes it's the next day. But either way, you're right there at the finish line. So here's the big takeaway from this module. The final week comes with a lot more communication. That's normal. Clear to close means your loan is ready to be finished. You'll review your closing disclosure, you'll sign your loan documents, and once we fund and record, you're officially a homeowner.